Hey, how's it going guys? My name is Ray. Valentine's Day is only 2 days away from now, but if you haven't got any plans yet for your loved one, you've clicked on the right video, because today I'm going to show you how to make individual beef Wellington for two. Let's cook!
Start by preparing the potatoes because I'm gonna serve my Wellington with some simple cheesy mash. All you need to do is to wash some potato, season it with salt and black pepper, then cover it tightly with aluminum foil. Then pop it into a preheated oven at 200 degrees Celsius for 45 minutes. Next step is to add a cup of hot water to some dried porchini mushroom and let it soak for 5 minutes. In the meantime, we can prepare the other ingredients for our duxelle, which are just some garlic, button mushrooms, and a quarter of onion. And after you finish chopping all those, your porcini mushroom should be ready. All you need to do now is just to strain the porcini mushroom and add it to the mixture. And don't throw away that flavorful water because we're gonna make gravy out of it. Then add a sprig of rosemary to the mix. Then put the lid on and blitz the mixture until smooth. And that's the raw mixture of your duxelle mushroom done. Heat up a knob of butter in a pan over medium heat. Add in your duxelle mixture and saute it by mixing and spreading it around until your duxelle looks a bit dry. And when it looks like that, turn off the heat and set it aside. Just transfer it to a bowl and set it aside until needed. Use the same pan to saute some sliced onion with a knob of butter. And this is gonna be the base of our gravy. Add a pinch of plain flour. Cook it for about 30 seconds. Then strain the porcini water into the pan. Add in a pinch of salt and black pepper, a sprig of rosemary cut into two, 1 tablespoon of honey, and cook it for about 10 minutes until the gravy has thickened like that. Strain the gravy into a bowl, press it around so you get all the flavors out, then just set it aside until needed. Now we're gonna move on to the star of the dish. You will need 2 pieces of a really good eye fillet, preferably with marbling like this, and then just season it on all sides evenly with salt and pepper. Heat up some olive oil in a pan over high heat, and when it starts smoking a little, that means the pan is ready. Just place in your steaks carefully and just let it sear on each side for about 2 minutes. And when it's done searing, just take it out of the pan and leave it on the plate to rest. And as you can see, I leave the middle part very rare because these steaks need to be cooked again in the oven later. While the steak is resting, apply a thin layer of mustard all around. Make sure you evenly cover all sides of the steak. And just let the steak rest until we finish our Wellington casing. Cut a sheet of puff pastry into 2. Lay it on a tray lined with baking paper. Spread a thin layer of duxelle onto the pastry. Place the steak on top. And spread another thin layer of duxelle on top of the steak. Then just fold in the pastry covering the steak and mushrooms. Pinch all the edges to seal. And just flip it over so the smooth side is facing up. And just let it chill in the fridge for about 5 minutes. Now back to our potatoes. At this point, your potatoes should be soft and cool enough to handle. Just peel all the skin off. Place it in the microwave for 30 seconds just to warm it up a bit so it's easier to mash. Add a big spoonful of creme fraiche and start mashing. Add a tablespoon of Parmesan cheese. Mix it around. And if you feel your mash is a bit too dry, you can always add more creme fraiche until you get the desired consistency. And that's our simple cheesy mash done. Take your Wellington out of the fridge and brush it with some beaten egg. Make some design with your knife so it doesn't look plain. You can do anything you want with your pastry. And just brush it with some more egg wash. Then pop it into a preheated oven at 200 degrees Celsius for about 10 minutes. Or until they look golden brown like that. And now we are ready to plate. Just place some of the mash onto the plate and spread it around. This is optional, but I like to torch the mash to create that baked cheesy mash effect. Then slice your Wellington in two, and your steak should be medium rare in the middle like that. And that's just perfection. Of course, if you want your steak to be a bit more done than this, you just have to cook it in a pan longer. Then finally pour some of the gravy onto the steak and pastry, and that's our Wellington ready to be served. And there you have it guys, my Valentine's Day special, individual beef Wellington for two.
I hope you like that semi-fancy recipe, and if you do, please subscribe and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And here are the links to my previous videos, so check it out guys. Links and measurements gonna be in the description box below. Leave a comment below, let me know what you wanna see me cook next week. All the best for your Valentine's Day. Bye!